In today's video, I'm going to be showing a bunch of new tips and tricks in the brand new superhero season. I've already got to the highest rank you can get to from solos already using much of these tips and finding these strats out. I'm going to be breaking down a bunch of useful stuff for rotating, for mobility, as well as for winning fights easier with some really OP tricks you can do. So let's get straight into this with tip number 1. Mommy maker! In the full piece, get out! Alright guys, so the best way to use the base boost, since everybody's sort of misusing it, for distance, what you want to do is jump backwards like that, and then slide bunny hop, jump backwards like that, slide bunny hop, and as you can see, in a very short time period, I've gone, about 180 meters. If you want to get up vertically, what you need to do instead is basically build up in bricks so you can't get seen as easily, then jump right click, and then turn like that, and then try to slide as you land as usual so you get as much distance as possible. Very cool thing that you can do with the base boost is literally just get into anybody's box. So let's say there's somebody sitting in a 2x1 in metal and you're from above. All you need to do, stand right here, shoot, and you get in, and everything breaks. Like, it's actually crazy how much stuff breaks. You can also do this from below. So let's say you're below somebody and you want to go ahead and chop them out. Do the exact same thing, but just in reverse. So have a floor out there, do it in reverse, shoot right there. They're going to fall straight into you, and you're going to be able to get a free kill. Okay, so let's say you got your opponent in the full beat. All right. So let's say your opponent is in that box right there. Let's just make sure he's full boxed in. What you can do, place the floor out to the side, stand there, left click, 200. Just like that. Just like that, and you basically get a kill every time. Unfortunately, I have to demonstrate this in pubs because I literally can't even get a ranked queue anymore. The next very broken thing this season is, of course, the tracking visor. This thing is absolutely nuts. If you're ever approaching a full built box, or you want to go ahead and third party and you want to figure out where people are, this is a must carry this season for winning fights. The big mistake that a lot of people make with the tracking visor, though, is they use it at the start of the fight. In my opinion, you should wait to use this until within shotgun range with your opponent. That is when it becomes really strong and it becomes 10 times more powerful. This means whenever somebody wants to do an edit on you, whenever they want to go ahead and do a sneaky play on you, you know exactly where they are, as well as you get a 25-second cooldown. So a lot of people, they use it at the start of the fight and trade some AR tags with it, but then they don't have it for 25 seconds. You want to use it when you get within shotgun range, and if you combo this with the ability where you actually get the tracking effect when you take damage from leveling up your class, this is insanely strong. Now, when you combo the tracking visor with the base boost, this is when it becomes the most broken combo in the game. And if you want to win more fights and you want to get higher kill games in ranked, I would really recommend that you carry this combo and only carry a single heal. You basically get an insane advantage because every single fight you can use this tracking visor, know exactly where your opponent is, and then just get pre-fires with the base boost. Either you can do the exploit and break into their box, or you can just shoot their walls and get easy damage on your opponent since you know exactly where they are. And let's say as soon as your tracking visor runs out, instead just go ahead and use the visual audio in combination with the base boost so you know exactly where the opponent is. You can shoot and then get easy pre-fires on your opponent. A big thing though, when you're doing this playstyle, I'd recommend crouching, so it's a bit hard if your opponent to know exactly where you are and try to pre-fire you in return. This means you're basically invisible for the opponent from their POV, and you can always pre-fire them and get opening tags. It's genuinely the best combo for winning fights this season. Another very powerful strat this season is just by using the right click on the base boost whenever somebody is above you in a box. This basically knocks them out, makes it very hard for them to hit a shot on you, and as you're flying up, you can easily get some damage on return your opponent, and this is super broken again if you combo it with the tracking visor. Alright, so the next very cool thing that you can do this season is with these little dash sprites right here. So you don't need to really carry them. I would recommend as soon as you see one of these anywhere on the map, they spawn basically where all of the old sprites spawn, you can go ahead and have an insane amount of mobility just on you. You can also use this very nicely to exploit into boxes. Let me demonstrate exactly what I mean right here. So let's say you've got, somebody in a box and you want to go ahead and get in. What you can do is time a break in just like that, and you'll get through somebody's ability to actually hold a ball every single time. So again, with wood, all you do is spray it down a little bit so it's one shot to a shotgun or maybe a DMR, whatever side gun you've got, and then time your break in and you get through turbo build every single time, just like with the old crystals. And again, these dash sprites, you can just regen them over and over. Now this season there is a lot of rubbish items, but what I think is actually the best AR to use is the DMR, especially if you can try to go for the island that spawns in on the second zone and get the mythic one. Is absolutely crazy. Either way though, just a green DMR is way better stats wise than most of the other guns in the game, as well as if you can hit headshots with it consistently, it's 100 plus every single time. It's that strong. It also has the added benefit where it has really high structure damage, so you can break walls very easily with it as well compared to the older DMRs. And if you get used to it, it can be super good in close range as well because it has quite a tight hip fire spread and does about 50 body shot at the same time. It's kind of gone under the radar this season is the Superman sprite. This looks a little bit weird, but it's actually incredibly powerful if you use it correctly. In my opinion, the best way to use this isn't in the solos, but if you're playing in duos or trios and you want to win easy fights, one of you just needs to spray with the Superman sprite. It breaks all of the opponent's builds, and then your teammate can just pre-fire or just get piece control while you're doing it because of how strong the Superman sprite is. It's actually a really powerful secondary weapon to carry, and in team modes it is super broken. You guys want to get very good loot every single game. All you need to do is, as you sit in the bus and as the actual bus just spawns in, look where these little split things are around the map and then try to decide a drop based on that. This basically means, since not many people do this, you're basically always going to get one of these uncon as well as a good amount of loot, and you can try to choose one that's like, you know, within a reasonable range to third party or POI, but that's basically just a drop that you can do every single game rather than sitting there and, you know, having a drop that you do every single game. These spawn in set locations around the map and you can just choose one that's going to be relatively hot, like a decent amount of people there, and then go get it, and I'll show you what you actually get from inside of them. See here, get a load of spray guns, and then I'm just going to run over and do this boss fight before anybody else gets it. You can land directly on it, but I mean the issue with that is you might not get it off. This guy gives you some good loot. Let's see. And I think after you kill that guy, you should have enough ammo in this one gun to take out the entire thing. So just kill that one guy, get enough ammo to literally kill the entire thing. And now I'm super stacked. I'm chilling. Let's take a look at some more general fighting tips, not just with the new items, since I'm sure a lot of you guys want to improve your fighting skill, because this season is just all about grinding rank. The first thing is baiting out minis, especially when you're low HP, is a really good strat, because there's no crazy super fast fire rate guns. A lot of the guns are a little bit slower spraying. You can very easily bait a mini and then pre-fire your opponent, basically pump back as they break your builds. It's really strong and it's very powerful. The next tip is also to make sure to stand close to wall whenever somebody breaks it. I've started doing this a lot. A lot of people have just started sliding in cones and starting in stairs when it comes to ranked. So if you stand super close towards the front third of a box, whenever somebody breaks it, you're going to phase and basically yellow their stair that they place on you, and you're going to have an easy time of hitting 100 pump on them, and they're basically never going to expect you to be doing this play. It's really good to do. So one very cool thing with these kill switch revolvers, if you are running them, is you can cancel form with air just by right clicking ADSing. So if you want to play up on height, or even if you just want to sky base, right, so like Crazy's going to go crazy with this, but you can literally just do it over and over. So I'll show you. If I build up here to a level that I'm going to fall off at, I can actually go ahead and just jump off and then right click towards the ground, and it cancels the fall. And also another very cool thing with these is, let's say you need tags or you want to get deemed some distance, when you ADS like that, you literally get perfect first shot accuracy over and over. So there's like no cooldown on the first shot accuracy, so you can get an insane beam with these if somebody's close enough. Just like that. I mean, these guns are just crazy. It's probably the most important tip right here at number 13 that I've learned from the entire day of just playing and getting to the max rank possible at the moment. It is just to, as you play ranked and as you fight, play a little bit slower and make sure to be really focused on reload management. I see a lot of people making this mistake, like I did in this clip right here, where I'm trying to be too quick to end the fight. I'm playing it smart. I'm shotgun replacing. I'm keeping up the pressure on the opponent, and I forget to reload my shotgun because I'm trying to play a little bit too quick. That leads me to a situation where I get in box, I'm not able to take the wall back, and I get left with no shells, and my opponent was an easy kill right there, and I died because I forgot to reload. A lot of players make this mistake where they have the advantage in the fight, they've hit the opponent 100 or a crack, and they try to end it as quick as possible. They put themselves in a risky situation. Always remember, whenever you're fighting, especially in solos, the main thing is to not die in that fight, and that doesn't just mean not die to the player that you're fighting, but also not die to third parties. I've got no awareness of my angles right here that could get beamed by a DMR from a third party, and I do a very risky play that gets me killed by jumping into the box. Back to tip number 2, it's so easy for an opponent to get straight into your box using the base boost. The best counter for this, if you're on the receiving end of it and you're low HP and you need to heal up, instead of building a 2x1 outwards and wide, instead build a 2x1 upwards and basically do a high layer box. First of all, this makes it harder for your opponent to get onto your wall and know exactly where you are. But secondly, if they go from above and just jump straight in with the base boost and exploit in, you have a very, very easy time of placing a floor, flipping the stair, and basically just surviving a little bit longer to get heals off versus your opponent. So many people keep on building 2x1s and it's becoming very, very countable with the base boost. And throughout the season, if you keep on doing that, you're just going to get punished over and over. So make sure to start building space upwards rather than just wide. The final tip of this video is the best drop spot this season. I'm going to leak it in this video. I know you might be thinking, is it the Supernova Academy? Is it Demon's Domain? Is it these giant circly things? I don't know what those are. But it's actually not. It's this very, very subtle drop over here. And I've tried this a couple times, but let's hope that we can get it on con. Looks like we can. A couple people going over to Utopia, which nowhere near as good as this drop. So as you can see from this drop, we get 2 barrels on the outside. Head in, close the door. Nothing else in here. Some bandies and the suitcase of patience, which we're going to start opening. This does take 10 minutes to open, so hopefully the editor can speed it up before you guys have to watch the entire 10 minutes. Oh my god, it opened, guys. All right, there will be a full drop spot video at some point later this season, but as you can see, we are juiced from that. We got the purple gloves, the best shotgun in the game, as well as no ammo, and only took us 10 minutes. So if you want to see a full drop spot video, please leave a like and yeah, make sure to subscribe. Also, I think down below there should be some free masterclass stuff for anybody who's interested. If you haven't already got masterclass, if you want to check it out, there should be some free stuff down below. So make sure to go check it out. I'll leave it as the top link. All right, thank you for watching, everybody, and stay tuned for the drop spot video.